Here we are. We had just found the free body diagrams for the front wall and the back wall. And now we will go look at a free body diagram for that roof beam. And again, here is a rafter which is sitting on that roof beam. And here is a free body diagram of the rafter that we did the other day. And the rafter, so there's the rafter. Right in the middle of the rafter is that roof beam. And here is where, on the free body diagram of the rafter, here's where it's sitting on the roof beam, and it delivers 858 pounds to that roof beam. Okay, so there's a distributed load from all this row of rafters up above. Each one of those 858 pounds. And now below the roof beam are these three posts. And that's these three arrows here. And just a reminder again, let me back up. Just a reminder, this roof beam is at right angles to this rafter. So they're perpendicular to each other. All right. So back when you were figuring out that free body diagram for that rafter, you used a 2-foot tributary width. But now we're looking for how much per foot on the roof beam, so now we're going to use a 1-foot tributary width. Here, again, I keep putting this up here. Here is the free body diagram of the rafter. And every 2 feet of roof delivered 858 pounds to the roof beam. So we want to divide that load by 2, and that tells us that these rafters, this roof, is delivering 429 pounds per foot to the top of the roof beam. So here's our roof beam. There are our rafters. Boom, 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 boom. Distributed load on top. And every 1 foot of roof delivers 429 pounds per foot. Okay, so now let's think about the reactions under the roof beam, each one of these 3 arrows. Do we have a 3D? Yeah, I just backed up. So we are looking at these 3 arrows, which are the holding up reactions from these 3 posts. So think about how we want to figure out how big a tributary area is sitting on each post. That's what this thing is talking about. So on the outside of the roof, each outside column has a tributary area that extends halfway between that column and the next column. Those columns are 12 feet apart. Half that far is 6 feet. So each of those tributary areas is 6 feet wide. Now, how far are they, I don't know, side to side, I guess you would say. We found out earlier that halfway between the wall and the roof beam and halfway between the roof beam and the other wall gave us a tributary area that was 13 feet long, so we'll just stay with that. And so what is our tributary area here? What is 6 feet times 13 feet? Mr. Calculator, that must be 78 square feet. Alrighty, so we've got 78 square feet of roof sitting on top of one column. And that roof, we were told, or we figured out, that roof weighs 33 pounds per square foot. We did that at the very beginning the other day. So the load on this column must be 78 square feet times 33 pounds per square feet. If you punch that into your calculator, you'll find that's 2574. Hold on to that thought. We're going to write 2574 under each of these arrows in just a second. First, let's look at the middle column. So halfway between one column and the next column is 6 feet. Between that column and the next column, halfway is 6 feet. So this middle tributary area is 12 feet deep, and again, it's 13 feet wide. So what is 12 feet times 13 feet? Get out your calculator. That must be 156 square feet. All right. And what is 156 square feet times 33 pounds per square foot, which is what our roof weighs? If you punch that into your calculator, you will find out that is 5148 pounds. And so here are the numbers for each outside column. We figured them out to be 2574 pounds. And here's the bigger weight on the middle column. We figured that out to be 5148. And then here up above is the distributed load from all these boop, 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 all these rafters distributed across the top of the roof beam. Now, may I say something? And forgive me for being repetitive. I know I've said this before, but this is a time to slow way down, way down, to try and think your way through this. Sometimes it just feels like you're in blackberry bushes. It's just this bramble of numbers. And that's okay. If you feel like that, that is totally normal. And what's repetitive, what I keep telling you, is my particular learning issue is I have slow processing speed. And so when I'm in an engineering class and they're going through numbers like this, I do tend, maybe more than many people, I do tend to get lost. I'm here to tell you it's okay. It's survivable. And as you can see, I'm doing fine. I get jobs and I'm doing fine. And you will too. You just need to A, slow way down, and B, do it over and over again. Go back and do it again, and go back and do it again. And it might not seem like much at the time, but each time you go back over it, you add another little layer to what you grasp, and after a while, it all adds up to something. So keep at it. It's going to be okay.